Princeton Public Library presents Storytime Shorts.
Hello, this is Nora from the Princeton Public Library. Thank you for joining me today for Storytime Shorts. We really miss seeing you at the library, but we're glad that you could join us this way so that we can still share our stories and songs together. Today, I want to start by singing a hello song together. Then we'll read a book, sing a song about hats, and then we'll sing our goodbye song together. So to start, let's sing a song called Up, Down, Turn Around. This is one that has some movements with it, so you can follow along with me. If you want to stand up when we say up and then sit back down when we say down, you can do that. You can lift your arms or legs. And then if you're helping someone to do these movements, you can either lift them up the whole way, or if it's easier, just lift arms and legs, whatever works best for you at home. So we'll sing it twice together. Ready? We'll sing up, down, turn around, touch the sky and touch the ground. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, wiggle shoulders, wave hello. All right, can we do that together one more time? Get ready. Up, down, turn around, touch the sky and touch the ground. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, wiggle shoulders, wave hello. Great job. Thank you so much for singing with me today. Okay, so are you ready to read a book together? Today's book is called A Good Day for a Hat. It's written by T. Nat Fuller and illustrated by Rob Hodgson. This book was published by Abrams Appleseed, and we're very happy that Abrams let us read this book to you today. Let's get started. A Good Day for a Hat. Look at all these hats. Do you have any of these at your house? While we read this book, keep an eye out for all the different types of hats that Mr. Brown is going to wear. See if you know what kind of hat they are, and maybe you have some of those at your house. You can also keep an eye out for a very sneaky bunny who has a magic wand, and he shows up on some of the pages. Today is a good day for a hat, said Mr. Brown. That's his going out hat. But when he stepped outside, it was raining. Do you see a rabbit? I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. That's his rain hat. But when he stepped outside, the rain had turned to snow. I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. That's his winter hat. But when he stepped outside, a band was marching by. I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. That's his marching band hat. But when he stepped outside, there were magical rabbits loose on his lawn. Can you find one with a magic wand? I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. His magician's hat. But when he stepped outside, there was a rootin' tootin' rodeo. I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. But when he stepped outside, it was time for the Big Bear County cook-off. I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. That's his chef's hat. But when he stepped outside, there was a great fire-breathing dragon. I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. Do you know what kind of hat that is? But when he stepped outside, he was sailing the high seas. Oh dear, said Mr. Brown. I have just the hat for that too, but I'm on my way to Miss Plum's house, and I'm already very late. So when Mr. Brown stepped outside again, he was prepared for anything. He has his going out hat, his rain hat, his winter hat, his marching band hat, his magician's hat, his cowboy hat, his chef's hat, his night hat, and his pirate hat. Finally, Mr. Brown arrived at Miss Plum's house. When he stepped inside, all his friends were there. "Surprise!" they yelled. Mr. Brown was so startled, all of his hats tumbled from his head. "Oh, yes," said Mr. Brown, "it's my birthday." And Miss Plum said, "I have just the hat for that." That's his party hat. The end. He had so many hats, and he could wear each hat for a different type of activity that he wanted to do. Now, I don't have that many hats at my house. Do you? But what we can do is use our imaginations, and we can make a magic hat, and we can do lots of different activities while we're wearing it. So if you have a hat at home that is your favorite type of hat, you can get that now to wear for our story time. You can pause right now if you want to, and go and get that hat. If you don't have one at home, you can make one if you're feeling crafty, or we can use our imaginations to create any type of hat we want. So I'm going to use my imagination today. I also have my friend Timmy. I made him a small hat because he only has a small head, and he's going to help us sing our song. But first, let's imagine our hats. So, is it a big hat or a small hat? Is it a tall hat or a short hat? What color should it be? Does it have any stripes or polka dots? Does it have any flowers or ribbons on it? Is it a hard hat or a soft hat? Once you know what kind of hat you want to make, close your eyes and imagine it, and then we'll put it on our heads. And then Timmy will wear his hat too. We're going to sing a song called "Put on Your Magic Hat." We're going to do a couple different things with our magic hats on, and this is one that you can sing at home and do any type of thing that you want. So, put on your magic hat, put on your magic hat. Oh, you can do most anything in your magic hat. You can clap like that, you can clap like that. You can do most anything in your magic hat. You can jump like that, you can jump like that. You can do most anything in your magic hat. You can twirl like that. You can twirl like that. You can do most anything in your magic hat. Now pick your favorite dance move. You ready? You can dance like that. You can dance like that. You can do most anything in your magic hat. And you can cheer like that, hooray! You can cheer like that, hooray! You can do most anything in your magic hat. Great job, guys. And now you can keep that magic hat on if you want, or you can think of different types of hats, and you can change them all through the day. Thank you so much for coming to our story time today. We're going to sing one more song, and that's our goodbye song. For our goodbye song today, we're going to use 3 signs in American Sign Language. We're going to say goodbye like this with a simple wave. Then we're going to do friends. We're going to use our 2 fingers like this, 1 friend, 2 friends, and they'll give each other a hug, and that's friends. And then we're going to do the sign for time. So we're going to hold up our wrist like we're wearing a watch and tap it. All right, ready? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. We've really enjoyed doing these story times with you. I hope you're having lots of fun at home, reading books, singing songs, and doing other fun things. We're really looking forward to seeing you again soon. And until then, please keep joining us here for our Storytime Shorts. Bye!